People planning for the future, the cost of college tuition can be extremely intimidating. And for those who do want to pursue higher education but are worried about the cost, there are some resources out there to help.
WKYT's Carly Hogston takes us to Bluegrass Community and Technical College to show us how some schools in Kentucky are providing a tuition-free path forward. It's our top story at 4:30.
With Kentucky's Work Ready Scholarship Program, colleges from all over Kentucky, like Bluegrass Community and Technical College, are helping students achieve their dream of receiving a degree.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship Program helps students pursue an industry-recognized skill or a trade and get certified in that and then get right into the workforce.
It's an effort by the Kentucky Higher Education Assistance Authority, also known as KHEAA, where they fund degrees and certificates in high-need workforce topics.
There's just 5 workforce sectors that apply for the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship Program right now. Those include advanced manufacturing, construction, transportation and logistics, healthcare, and business and information technology.
All you have to do is be a Kentucky resident who has never received an associate degree to apply. Then, if approved, you can study at schools like BCTC, where the scholarship covers full tuition and relieves students of paying for college.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship is a way for students to ease that burden so they can concentrate on what's important, completing that degree, making their grades, and being successful in the classroom.
And with over 2,600 course opportunities to choose from, BCTC Ruin Evans says it has become popular among students.
Last year, we were about 522 students received Work Ready from BCTC, and that was about $1.5 million. So it's a huge success program, and a lot of students are taking advantage of it.
Evans says that any Kentucky resident can apply now, as they offer classes continuously throughout the year. In Lexington, Carly Hogston, WKYT.
And to learn more about how you can apply and what programs are available, you can visit this story on our website, WKYT.com, or on the WKYT News app.